Hello and welcome to another video with Bladderis. Here we are with my Houston Texans franchise. We are in week 4. We are playing the Indianapolis Colts.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two wide receivers who always seem to make the spectacular play. It's Josh Gordon going up against AJ Green. Now let's go to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 4 matchup.
And Pat McAfee has this one teed up as they gear up for kickoff. So that means Cordero Patterson will be back for the opening kick. And with kick, we're underway.
Sorry about that.
Patterson will test the coverage. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Davis, a player to watch today.
I just need to check to see if my computer is up and running.
Completing over 80% of his passes.
Yeah, this season, Davis had a little bit of struggles.
First down at the 21. It's Miller. They'll mark the football at the 22. Now here's a look at the Texans offense. A model of efficiency a week ago without a single giveaway. Davis is going to take it from the gun. No one was open. Here's how the Colts defense, they know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways. The Texans will line up the first down markers right at the 31-yard line. Got a big lane. Davis going to avoid the hit by sliding.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit.
Witten split out wide on the right. First and 10. And the give to Lamar Miller. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. That gains a few. I know they want to come out and establish the run, but boy, this defense right now is not bending.
They're doing a good job so far, the defense, but on the offensive side, stay patient, keep pounding that football, and hopefully you can wear this defense down as the game goes along. Davis is just able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments, they force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
And at the 49, he'll be brought down.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
Now first and 10. Miller makes the catch. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Davis gonna scramble, and they get the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
The Colts defense now is going to go nickel. Third and forever. And Davis is taking off. Launching it deep. They're in punting formation. That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10. Luck's coming out now to get this offense going. He had just one touchdown pass last week. First down with their backs to their own end zone. The give. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
The Colts offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Second down and 11. Bell is tackled down. Now, here's a look at the Colts offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once. The Colts will set up. The 12 is the first down line. They're down and 10. Takes another handoff.
The Colts decide to go for a run here on 3rd and long. And look, not second guessing that play call. Not many in the playbook. In the passing game, they're going to pick up a first down. They go with the run. The defense is not fooled. And now they're going to have to punt.
Patterson's got it on the return. Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
Texans know there's 3 parts to every football game. Offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking.
All right, let's see if we can get the ball
gearing
rolling.
up for their next drive now as defense has become the order of the day here. These teams trading punts on the previous 2 possessions.
Yeah, when you're playing a game like this as a quarterback, you know the defenses are hot, and the one you're playing against is tough. So you got to be careful, be very smart in your decision making. Don't take any chances in a situation like this.
Davis back in shotgun formation. Now Ali brings the quarterback down.
Dang it.
Of course, when you get blindsided, especially nowadays in this league where they do everything they can to make sure that quarterback doesn't get hit, that's devastating to take that kind of hit.
And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10. The Texans defense forced the 3-and-out the last series.
You know what they did? They went out there and whooped the offense. You know what I mean by whoop? That means you just dominate, and they did it.
Bell's going to take the handoff now.
The Texans defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Back here to start quarter two. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of scrimmage and beat the offense up. That's what we've seen so far, and I think it's going to continue. Well, when it's third and long, I'll just say this: be very careful on the offensive side.
Third down, and must be extremely careful with the football. 3rd and 10. Bell's handed the football. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
When you backed up against your own end zone, I think it's up to the coach to call some plays that catches the defense by surprise. They did it that time, and they got a big first down.
1st and 10. Moncrief's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Jeez, apparently I don't have any guy that's fast enough to pick up that guy.
That touchdown partner puts them in front here in the early part of the second quarter.
Yeah, it's nice. They scored that touchdown. The defense has got to be kicking themselves because they did not play well or smart on that scoring drive.
The Colts setting up here for the kickoff. Harvin will run this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defense
Killing me.
You're
Killing me,
as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
The Texans doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
The Texans now looking to convert here on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they struggled mightily in these situations. Lamar Miller has the catch. Another 3rd down stop right there, and into the second quarter of play now. We really haven't seen this offense on track quite yet.
Yeah, let's give all the credit to the defense. I like how they're playing on the defensive side. The defensive coordinator's making good calls, and they are making it happen.
This punt will be returned, and they bring him down at the 33-yard line. Andrew Luck on his way out to the huddle again. He's been in total command of this offense to this point.
But one thing he has never lacked, and that is confidence. And he shows it when he's out there on the field. That confidence allows him to perform at such a high level.
Looking at every option. He's got the catch. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
2nd down and 5. Stands in the pocket. Has on his way. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. We're midway through the second quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
The Colts ready to boot the football down the field. Patterson's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Texans haven't had a very productive drive in quite a while here, Phil. Do they need to switch things up to get this train rolling again?
Absolutely. Switch it up. Switch up the play call. Show some different formations. Try to catch the defense by surprise. If you do that, that's going to greaten your chances of having success.
The Texans from the 22. Lamar Miller with the carry. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. First down here after the run. Miller's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Gets the handle here. That's a gain of 6. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Right back to him once more. Miller's marked down after a gain of 9.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this.
Oh man, what to do, what to do.
Read the blocking and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down at the 47. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
A.J. Green with the catch.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Mays is the one who made the big stop. This will be second down. Davis is going to take the snap from the shotgun. Miller with the reception. Gets about 9 on the play.
Well, on second down that time, nice decision by the quarterback. Now they got it to 3rd and short. The defense, it all goes against them, of course. Now they don't know whether it's going to be a run or a pass.
Davis got it in the gun. Cordero Patterson with the play. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. Glad to have you back as we come out of the 2-minute warning here in the first half. The Texans at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. And he's thrown to the ground.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Second and long. Davis on the move. And they get to him again.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And Davis is going to take off with it. And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Davis is athletic enough to get out of the pocket. That's a really good job by him. But you have to give the defense a lot of credit. They shut down all the receivers.
The Texans need to get to the 18 to extend this drive. The Texans turned the ball over on downs. The Texans were putting together quite a drive, but they don't finish it off, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, it's disheartening. Anytime you do this, you have a good offensive series, then you don't convert in a most crucial situation. Depressing. Go to the sideline and try to correct it.
Gordon's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it. The Colts signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The Texans defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. Dante Moncrief makes the grab. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line. Second and 3. Carter's got it. First down.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
From the shotgun. And incomplete as Gordon can't hold on.
Gordon is going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. Then finally, you get open, they call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
All you have to do is watch the head of the receiver. When they drop footballs, usually it's because you can see their head move the other way before the football gets there. That's what happened this time, and it's a drop pass.
Third down and 10. Gordon's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. Third catch today so far.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Luck's dropping back to pass once again. And that's merciless in on the stop. The Colts with no timeouts left. Chip shot here. Going to stop the game here with a timeout. A short field goal try on the way. He converts here on the field goal try. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are ready to return the kick. The second half has officially started, and are we going to see a big-time comeback? No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Colts offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, Parker.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what's...
And he's taken down.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end. Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Takes it from the gun. Looking across the middle. That's a gain of 6. That's his 4th catch of the day. The Colts have been quite good all season at throwing the football, and it's been another game like that today. Luck's been efficient. He's been finding his targets, and he's getting it done.
He is showing why he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. When you take his talent and you put along with it great decisions, you get something special on the field.
All right.
It's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator
I'm ready.
said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys.
To put a comeback on.
And they get there before the quarterback can react.
Patterson's got it now. Smith's there.
I guess my problem is I've never had a problem with Dominic Davis until this season, and then all of a sudden Dominic Davis has just not been the same quarterback that I thought he was.
Listen, let's give
the quarterback that I'm paying for in the aspects. The little bit of money I'm paying for the quarterback position. I think I'm only paying him like, for 6 years, I think I'm paying him like $7 million.
Miller's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down and 10. Over to Witten with the reception. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. 2 tight ends on the field here. Davis standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Texans are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Miller's taking it on the screen. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
49-56.
Good job by the defense.
All right, we'll go ahead and start chipping away 3 points at a time.
Make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
No good. No good.
Son of a
just couldn't
gun.
find the mark on what was a very long kick in the first place.
Well, look, that was definitely not a gimme, and you got to look at it. It takes a perfect snap, hold, and a kick, and they just missed it.
First down at the 46. Takes it from the strong eye.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Loss of 4 on the play. Luck out of the gun. Luck to Allen. Then picks up about 3. The Colts are in front thanks to their quarterback. Luck's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? And when your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he is rewarded.
The hell are you doing, 95?
Encroachment, defense. Still 3rd down.
Third down after the penalty. Dropping back 3. Got hit on release. Pat McAfee now ready to punt.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just flipped field position thanks to that punt, and now the offense is really backed into a corner. First down now in a dangerous spot here. It's Miller. Running room. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 3. Picks up 8 here. They come to the line, and it's first down. The Colts lined up in the nickel. Gives it to him again. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The Texans line up, split backfield. They'll run it with him again. That picks up 7. The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. And the give to Lamar Miller. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground. The Texans have it at the 34. Trying to plow ahead. 2nd down following the run. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's shown us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
Loss of 5 on the play. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Secures it with 2 hands. He's in the clear. The 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Well, as a rookie in the NFL, you're just happy to be in the league, making money, doing what you love to do, and that's play football. But how about that? When you get in position and you score your first NFL touchdown.
The Colts await the kick. They still have a rather sizable lead after surrendering a score there. Scores 17-7. The Texans getting ready to kick it away. Smith's going to test the coverage here. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Colts offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
Second down and 10. Luck, handoff. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one. The Colts have the football as the 4th quarter gets started. The Texans with a nickel look here on defense. Final quarter underway now with this snap. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes, because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Dun 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 dun.
Patterson's got it at the 19. And that's a gain of 9. The Colts defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. So they coached them up on the sidelines. We'll see if we see different results.
The Texans have had a great rushing
All I do
attack
is
all
win,
game
win.
filled. Miller's been absolutely
You wanted
brilliant
him to
and
say
almost
what?
impossible to bring down.
What a dominating performance by this offense today. Just coming
Put your
out
hands in the
and
air.
hitting the defense, giving the running back opportunities, and they are taking advantage of it. Well, when your team is behind, what do you
Everybody
do?
say
Just come out
what?
there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
First down at the 46. Knocked down as he fires it. Second and 10 coming up. They're setting up screen. Pulls it in. Third down. The Texans will set up. The 44 is the first down line. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. The Colts offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
That's reception number 2 for him.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
First and 10. Set up screen to Bell.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have. When the window of opportunity is very small, quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
The Colts will take the snap from the 35. Dwayne Allen has the reception. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Now first and 10. Andrew Luck, look at that arm strength, but it's incomplete.
Jim, when you look at drop passes in the NFL, it's almost always for the same reason. They take their eyes off the receivers just before it gets there. And when you do that, that little bit of lack of concentration will cause you to drop the pass.
Second and 10. Merciless brings the quarterback down.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
The Colts have it at the 39. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
The Colts don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
McAfee will be called on now to punt the football. No return as this goes for a touchback. The Texans didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic. Wasn't very well thought out. And they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense some credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
Second and 10 coming up. The Colts defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And incomplete as Witten can't hold on.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Texans come out with a split backfield. Davis is going to take it from the gun. And he takes off. Ball is out. And the recovery is
Yep, there's the game.
A lot has changed since the opening minutes of this game. When it comes
So
to
much for my undefeated season.
Fantastic early, but has been way less so since.
Yeah, the passing game, it's kind of fading away right now, but I'll say this to the defense, stay on those toes because that passing game can catch fire at any time.
To the ground. And that's Watt. And on the stop, and this will go for a loss.
Texans defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The Colts will take the snap from the 30. They run the counter play. Tackle made by Clowney that time. The Colts have not been able to get the running game going these past 2 games, Phil. Bell's having another tough outing, and it's something that's certainly affecting the entire offense.
Oh, well, sure it's affecting the offense when you're getting overpowered. Listen, this offense likes to run the football. They need to adjust. They got to find a different way to get it done.
He'll get it again. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. Folk will line up now for the field goal attempt. The field goal attempt is good. It's good. The clutch kick and the 3 points, and virtually everyone here knows that that clinched it.
Yes, that did it, Jim. Now you can just take a deep breath knowing all that hard work during the week, it came through for you, it paid off, and you got a victory.
More kid coverage on the return, and now the offense comes onto the field having to feel like it's just been given a big boost of confidence. The Texans just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to...
It's intercepted, and that's going to end the comeback attempt. Phil, can you
Yeah, Dominic
believe
Davis
the defense
sucks.
steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. First down at the 49. Bell's taking the handoff. Picks up about 5. The Texans call a timeout and are left now with only 1. Second down here after that run play. Andrew Luck under center. Bell's going to secure the handoff. Ball's all over that offense and brings him down. That's a timeout by the D. Third down now. Handoff made. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The Colts know what a situation they were in right there. And it was a tough one. 3rd and long. What are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. The Texans' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, partner? They're going to play a little safer this time around in an effort to avoid another giveaway?
Well, Jim, I think, listen, this is not a perfect game. It's a game of adversity. You're going to have turnovers, so keep your confidence up. Still stay aggressive. That's how you play and win in the NFL.
2nd down, late in the 4th quarter. Davis back in shotgun formation.
I think anybody at quarterback would almost be better than Davis right now. Like I think I've lost all faith in Davis.
The Colts defense now is going to go nickel. The Texans have it at the 24. Williams got it and a first.
Sad thing is I've won a Super Bowl with Davis.
Davis going to take the snap from the shotgun. Incomplete.
Davis just looks pathetic this game. He's clearly looked pathetic all season. Seems though he's only at 300 yards for the whole season. My rush defense is great, 6 yards. That's great. Alright, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Sorry I lost. Y'all have a great night. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you next time.